Well, all right.
Live.
Welcome back to the Midwest Sports Show
Hello.
live
Oh, it's
on
so
Facebook.
because there's no editing, right? I mean, you could edit later and just cut me out of the whole thing, but who's got that kind of time?
Well, Gene, just like life, this
Yeah?
show is unedited.
Which is amazing because last week I was ready to start deliberating, and I can tell you we deliberated, and that was live. There was no going back. I was on the jury, so my voice is still. I was at the Eagles game last night.
You're
Eagles won.
screaming at the
Oh,
juries.
I-
He's guilty.
Oh my God, we had one guy in
put
there.
him to death, right?
Oh well, we don't even know what he got sentenced with. I think they sentenced him at a later time. Oh, that gave away. That's a spoiler alert.
See, Gene, you're an excellent story
darn
crafter.
it.
You're like a modern day George
That's a
Lucas.
spoiler alert.
You know
Yeah,
that.
you're right.
All right, well, Gene, we'll talk about your Gene. You have a
Okay.
lot of personal news,
Yeah.
a lot of personal events to
Went the
report
big
on.
game. I went and saw Fleetwood Mac in concert the night Stevie Nicks got inducted in the Hall of Fame. Not inducted, but as a female artist, they were so great.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the night she got inducted into rehab.
I don't know if she's had trouble in the past, but I think she's
Yeah.
got it all figured out.
All right, well, Gene, this is
Yeah.
the Midwest Sports Show.
Oh,
This
so
was
not about
originally
TV,
a podcast,
Oh, I see.
but
Okay.
like everything else, it has to evolve,
Okay,
and it's now a Emmy. Well, I would just say Emmy, but it's an
Oh.
award-winning
Cleo. That's for
Facebook.
commercials. Yeah.
So I wish we had some commercials on
yeah,
the show.
Yeah.
An award-winning Facebook live show
Wow.
and a uploaded later YouTube
Nice.
show. And yeah, we pivoted to video.
That's really cool.
So if you want to watch the show
You can't.
as opposed to taking the time to upload, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, update
But
iTunes.
There's something to be in.
By all
There's something to uploading is always exciting.
Yeah, having it in your ear.
Yeah.
Correct.
I can't imagine. I was on the subway. I used the subway a lot when I went to the courthouse.
Gene's all about the subway now.
Well,
Yes.
I think it's such a great invention, and we have it in LA. It's just so limited, but why we got to do more of that? That's our future.
yeah.
That's what I've been
All right, so my name is Chris Stotz,
Oh.
and then that's Gene Steichen
Hello.
as well. And yeah, so last time you joined us, Gene had just gotten from jury duty,
Right.
and he was basically waiting for the closing arguments, right? Is
Yes.
that correct from both
yes.
of them?
And we got him. Hell hath no fury like
So
a
what
woman
was-
scorned.
what
That
was the,
defense attorney?
So what was basically the case?
Oh,
the
it was a
guy beat up
battery
his
case.
girlfriend?
Yeah, it was a domestic abuse.
And this is Reuben Foster of the
No,
49ers, or
I don't even know the guy. Oh, his name was Mr. Chamberlain. That's all.
Wilt.
Oh.
It wasn't Wilt, right? No,
I don't-
Wilt's dead, right?
Yeah,
Wilt Chamberlain's dead.
He was in on 3 charges. They really trump up the chart. Not to use the word Trump, but they really jack up the charges on these things. They throw a lot of charges at you. So I think they throw a bunch of charges and hope one sticks. So yeah.
Yeah, they don't like to spend all that time and money and nothing.
Right. For
only
sure.
on one.
That's why you take a plea
not
deal.
only on one charge.
I would have told the guy, man, you take.
So was there evidence? Was there proof
Well,
that he
it
beat
was,
her, or what?
It was her. She was the witness. He did not testify, so that's not good. And then there's the police footage. The police body. They use the body cam, so the cops have body cams now, and then they show that in court. And then the police officer who did the whole thing, he was there and he testified. So yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't actually see it, right?
No,
They just saw her
no.
bloody nose afterwards?
Yeah. Well, she didn't have she got hit in the face, punched in the face, and then she ran away and he tried to. I think they charged him with kidnapping or something. It was weird
Wow.
because she ran away and he tried to pull her back.
So how long was the jury deliberation?
Longer? How about this? We deliberated longer than the OJ jury. Do you know that trial? Remember in OJ?
How long did they deliberate? Like for
4 hours.
Really? What? Really?
Yes, 4 hours.
I do. I remember. It
That
seems,
came
seems
up-
to me it was like a day or two or something.
It was 4 hours, and we deliberated 6 hours. So
Jeez.
very
Well,
thorough.
was there anyone?
Yes.
Because like the jurors kind of make up their own rules, right? There's no kind of set thing.
There's a guy. There's one count. So we were hung jury on one count, 6-6, and we just like whatever. Sorry. And then one count was innocent, and then the main count, battery, that was guilty. So that's the one they probably wanted. But the intimidating witness, there's no proof he tried to keep her from going to the cops. I don't know. We didn't really see anything.
There's no text messages or voicemails.
No, they didn't have any. So there's one juror. So
I mean, but if it's his girlfriend,
yeah.
By all means, go to the cops.
But you
Sweetie, I
can't
just beat the
assume-
shit out of you.
Me as a professional juror, you can't just assume that kind of stuff. They got to prove it. You know.
Yeah, it's up to
I'm
the
trying
state.
To be good.
It's up to the
so
state.
anyway, everyone's like, "Gosh, there's really no proof on this," and we voted, and it was 11-1, not guilty on that count. And this one guy said, I don't care what you guys say. I know he told her not to go to the cops, and I'll never change my vote. Right away.
Oh,
right
my
away.
God.
And I go, I told him, I go,
Way to be flexible.
that's what I said. I go, how is that deliberating? What are you doing, dude? You're supposed to be open-minded. Tell us what you have that want. And he said, I know I did it. I know. And he goes, and then we talked about, then he said, F it. Although he used a real word.
Yeah,
he
that's
goes,
gotta be...
F it, I'll vote innocent. I don't want to be here all day. There you go.
I think that's how 99% of these verdicts, actually, because it's one person who actually is following the rules.
Right.
I'd be like, there's actually no evidence, and then they're like, just do it. Let's get out of here.
This guy was really angry. The one juror.
Maybe he was angry he wasn't the foreman.
Yeah.
Is that possible? He wanted to be the leader?
I don't know. He didn't want to be on the jury anyway, and they picked him, but he was not going along. He goes, I know he did this, I know he did that. I go, but we have to have some sort of proof. Or whatever. I don't care. So, but anyway, yeah, it was great, and we got it all done. So, there you go. And then I went to the game last night. So that's it.
And then, of course, you went to the Los Angeles Rams games.
And I went to Malibu, too, to see the fires.
I did not realize that Rams game was late at night. I thought it was going to be like a 1 o'clock game. I'm sure it was fairly cold. Is that correct?
It was about 60. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was packed. It was a great crowd. A lot of Eagles fans. So I cheered for the Eagles last night. And then my sister and I, we were really tired. And they had to catch a flight after
that
the
night?
game. Yeah, right.
Oh, my God.
To Dallas. Because they got there at 7:30 in the morning. So my sister and I were like praying that the Rams didn't score. Not because we were really, I was rooting for the Eagles for my nephew, but I didn't want overtime.
Yeah.
I wanted to get the hell out of there. But yeah, and how about the Ram fans? They bailed early in the fourth quarter.
What's up with this?
They were only down 17.
What's up with this? Whose house is this?
Oh, that's so. It's
that's their
USC's
only
house.
Yeah, exactly. And your house, homie.
Yeah.
Cholo.
Oh my gosh, that's their big thing. Whose house? Our house. But the Eagles fans turned it because Eagles fans.
Why do you have more fans in the house? You're very friendly.
Yeah.
Mi casa, si casa, apparently, huh?
It's not your house, Rams. You played in Anaheim. Remember, you used to be in the Coliseum and you left for Anaheim. Then you left for St. Louis. And USC plays there. You're just temporary. So
did St. Louis really? I'm sorry. Did the Rams actually play in Anaheim before they went?
They played in Anaheim for a long time.
I did not know that.
They were okay. They were formed in like 61 or I don't know 62 or something. They played in LA for 50 years. They left the Coliseum in the 70s, and I think in maybe later 70s, and then they moved to Anaheim till they moved to St. Louis. Yeah, they played where the Angels did for many years.
Whose house is us?
Yeah, I know. It's so come
in
up
your
with
house.
an original thing, dude.
All right.
And then I saw one of the Ram player was yelling at the Eagles fan, Marcus Peters. He called the fan an N-word and. Yeah, because he was heckling him, an Eagles fan. Well, what do you expect?
Wait, he said that during the game. You saw that?
Yeah, no.
He said that to your. You said that to your nephew?
No, not my nephew.
What did he say? What was Connor saying to him?
Oh, I didn't see it till today. They showed Tim's. He's got footage.
Oh, I didn't
Marcus
see that.
Peters was going up in the stands during the game, yelling.
Oh, I did not see that.
Oh my gosh, because some Eagles fan was yelling.
And he was doing something crazy the week before, right? Like, wasn't he in trouble the week before?
And he goes, you. N-word this, N-word. And, Marcus Peters is black as well, but that's just not...
Was he saying to a black guy or a white guy?
Yeah, a black guy. Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
I thought that was a term of endearment amongst the brothers. So, how does that...
I'm not sure.
How does that
I don't
hurt
know.
his case?
But anyway. It's
All right, well,
Eagles'
Gene,
house.
this
Yeah.
ain't the
Sorry. You're
Los
caught up.
Angeles Rams
All right. So we got all that done.
podcast.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
the Midwest Sports Show.
Oh,
and we're
I
gonna,
see. So why don't we...
and we're gonna talk about Midwest sports.
All right. I'm ready.
Because listen, if you want to hear about the Rams, go listen to the Bill Simmons podcast or the Joe Lombardi or some other trash.
Yeah.
No, not that's trash.
But yeah.
This is the Midwest Sports Show, Gene. We're gonna focus on the no one's talking about this stuff. You
Okay. All right.
know? When's the last time you heard anyone talk about Miami, Minnesota?
I'm all ears.
Huh?
And if
Cleveland, Denver, huh?
I don't think so. And I actually watched that game a little bit, somewhat,
right.
a little, probably 10 minutes.
Listen, I'm not saying come to us first.
Right.
For your NFL baseball news or any other or hoops.
Mm-hmm.
I keep calling it hoops. I'm gonna always call it hoops. All right. Hoops.
Yeah.
I'm not saying come to us first. I'm just saying let us supplement.
I also know something
let us supplement,
about,
like an illegal pyramid scheme. Let us supplement.
And speaking of supplementing,
your diet,
Marquette, they were thinking about building their own stadium, but they decided to move in with the Bucks. So there you go, some local news for you from Milwaukee. Yeah.
Wow, that is true.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that rent that they're going to be paying directly to the taxpayers, right, Gene?
Oh my God.
Right back into the taxpayers.
I'm all about
tax cuts.
Hey, I'm about the little guy. I'm for the little guy all the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I rode the subway to say, hey, I have a car. I don't need to drive.
Yeah, you're like, excuse me, sir, can you not take up the whole seat?
Oh my God.
And can you bathe?
Yeah, there's some of that going on. Yeah, you do have some of that.
Well, Gene, we're going to start right off with all the action. The game that everyone wants to talk about, the Green Bay-Chicago game.
And I'm very proud to say I watched the whole game.
Wow.
Well, except for the first quarter.
No 10 a.m. showing of...
No, because my nephew and my sister were
Phantom of the Opera?
Oh, no, that's coming up. That's coming. That's not for a few months, but yeah, Phantom of the Opera. But my nephew, he wanted to. So we went to Barney's Beanery.
Oh, you did. I was just gonna say, did you guys go to Barney's Beanery?
Yeah.
And then parking, and you missed. Oh no, you got to go to the West Hollywood one.
No, we were in Santa Monica, and then we went to. My niece was there. Oh, we went into the ocean. I've only been in the ocean probably 2 times.
I don't think I think I've stepped in the Pacific. I've never swam.
Yeah,
I'm good. I'm good on the Pacific Ocean.
Once, yeah, but we took pictures. But Barney's Beanery at 3rd Street Promenade. Yeah.
That's a fun spot.
Yeah. $17 park.
So did he?
What are you gonna do?
Did they card your nephew? Did he get a? Did he get a Bud Light?
You just can't. Yeah, he's 18. You just can't sit the bar. He's really a football. Oh, he knows football very well. So we watched. We were watching a lot of games.
So Barney's Beanery is a super old bar in Los Angeles, West Hollywood from the 20s.
Oh yeah, the one in West. There's
and
one in West
Hollywood. The one in Westwood is the one that I went to when I first came to LA without NFL Direct Sunday Ticket.
Yeah. And
they basically, it's just TVs everywhere.
Oh, it's
just
great.
TVs everywhere,
Great,
and they got little sections. And what happens is that everyone who, obviously no one from LA is actually from LA, and all these people that moved here go there and watch the game. And it's nice because people bring their kids after a while and all this stuff, and you see the same people every week.
It's really cool. And there is even a table of.
I would drink a pitcher.
Of
beer for these games. Myself.
There is a table of Baltimore Ravens.
They're like, I'll get a pitcher of Miller Lite, one glass.
Yeah.
One glass.
And they have all the TVs on. And then, so anytime something happens on one game and you'll hear a big cheer and there's a table of whatever.
Yeah, and you look over.
And you're like, hey, what's going on? So I did watch this, but we were focused on the Bears Packers. For sure.
Well, Gene, there's a lot of build-up. Big game.
Okay.
Green Bay needs to win this game to stay in the playoff hunt.
They had a chance. Things worked out, didn't it, for them?
Well, Minnesota won, but they still doesn't mean it was over with. But big game.
Yeah.
You get Joe Philbin after the win last week. What's going to happen this week? Big game for the Bears.
Yeah, Bears are fired up.
Such a big game that they took the unusual step of having kicker Cody Parkey
Yeah.
practice at Soldier Field
Yeah.
instead of at their practice
Right.
facility.
He's been a little shaky, so they've had him do that.
And then and I'm not done yet, Gene.
Okay.
Then they took the unusual step of banning local television stations
Oh, right.
from airing the
yeah.
footage of that practice when local news stations sent
Right.
helicopters
Yeah.
to film the practice in a publicly owned building. A publicly owned building, Gene.
Yeah, I know. The Bears don't own
And
this
they're
stadium.
going to confiscate the videotape?
I don't know.
Excuse me?
Yeah. It's amazing because the Bears, they're worth so much money. They play in a park. They play for the park district.
Also, I like the use of resources that they're sending helicopters
Right.
to record practices. Screw the traffic. Hey, traffic sucks. There's a bunch of tolls. You're fucked.
Oh,
But
Chicago.
let's get this guy shanking field goals instead,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
You've heard of A22 footage, Gene?
Yes. Well,
This
no.
is
Okay.
this is a DC-10 footage.
DC-10.
I didn't know any helicopter names.
Yeah.
This is a Huey.
I'll go with
This is a Huey.
Black Hawk Down.
This is a Huey lose.
Oh, okay. Wow.
You're a Huey in the news. This is a Huey in the lose.
Yeah.
But they didn't lose. But Gene, it gets worse.
Oh, yeah. I know one of the things you're going to say.
I'm not done
about it.
yet.
Yeah, okay. I'm all ears here.
Taking so many unusual steps can be time consuming unless you have a police escort.
Oh, right.
According to Brad Briggs. And Gene, you
yeah.
thought I was saying something else.
No, I thought you were doing the other guy. but
According to
yeah.
Brad Briggs of the Chicago
That's
Tribune,
not
the
good.
Bears specialists were able to get to their facility in Lake Forest to Soldier Field more quickly with the help of local law
That
enforcement,
is
Gene.
really
So
not good. Chicago, there's so much crime in Chicago, and you're giving a kicker a police escort. Oh my God.
a shitty kicker?
Yeah.
This ain't Robbie Gould.
I know who won the game yesterday. Again, he's awesome.
So not only the rest of the peons, the plebs,
That's
who, by the
really
way,
not good.
probably maybe 10% probably can kick better than this guy, by the way.
Right.
Stuck in traffic, looking for dimes to pay for the 220 toll.
Yeah,
And
right,
you got this
right.
guy who can't make a 35-yard field goal. Getting him the fast treatment
Yeah.
to Soldiers Field,
Yeah.
which, by the way, those dimes supposedly are going to upgrade the stadium.
Yeah.
Let's see some receipts.
Is there more?
Well, Gene,
Yeah.
I'm just saying this just stinks from top to bottom.
I know, it does. When I
This-
saw this, I go, I mean, Lake Forest.
And what were you gonna say, Gene? What are you gonna add? What?
Well, I was in Lake Forest to see the Bears headquarters. It's only about 30 miles from. Yeah, come on, just drive there, dude. Be like everyone else. And then, yeah, some of those tolls in Chicago, you'll stop in a suburb and you have to pay $1. One's $1.90 in coins.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
There's
crazy.
No attendance,
So you
have to
get
pay in
fucked.
Coins.
So you
Yeah.
just I'll just give it $2, fine,
Yeah.
whatever, and then they
Oh,
give you an extra 10 cents out of you.
Did you have also the guy they wouldn't allow the Packers fan? That,
Well, we talk about this. I'm so
Yeah,
tired
but-
of this story.
oh,
They're basically
you are. Yeah.
what
He
he's a
tried to do it again.
he's
this
a
time.
he's a he's a Packers season ticket holder,
Yeah.
right? But he loves the Bears and he wants to wear Bears shit
No,
in the
Packer in green. He wants to wear Packers stuff in Soldier Field.
Oh, so no, okay, all right. So it's the flipped opposite. All right,
Yeah,
so
He
okay.
lives in Chicago, and I think he's Packers season.
Oh, and he won, right? Or didn't he get turned down by the Supreme Court?
Because he has a sideline pass or something. I don't know, but whatever.
All right, well,
Good for you, Bears.
Gene, there's a reason why I didn't put that on the
Okay,
story.
I don't.
Bad
I
story.
guess I didn't come with as many facts as I probably needed on that one. Oops, my bad.
Well, Gene, my whole point is with all this corruption going on. I mean, this game should have been.
Chicago's a mess.
Should-
I mean, it's a great city. Oh,
Gene, this game should have been forfeit.
yeah.
The Packers should have said, "Hey, we're no longer with corruption.
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to stand. We're not going to play against
That's
these
the
bums."
problem. Illinois, I don't know. There's some stuff going on there. It's pretty shady, I think.
Yeah.
So
I mean, do you think they ever use the? Do you think Matt Bryant or who's the kicker now?
Chris Bryant.
Oh, who's the kicker for Green Bay now?
Oh.
Mason.
Oh yeah.
Mason Crosby.
Mason Crosby.
Do you think they ever use the Ashwaubenon Police Department to get to Lambeau?
Man, Lambeau, your practice facility and your stadium are right across the street from each other.
All right, well, they
You
can just
walk
they can just take a snowmobile or a
Yeah.
bike. But
Oh, yeah.
all right, you know something.
Right.
Not focusing about the game.
Okay.
Focusing on all this
Bears
stuff.
are very good, though. They're very good.
All right. Well, Gene, I do have some points
Okay, go ahead.
about this game.
I'll be able to make comment because I did. This is the most the Bears have seen other than the game I was at. Bears.
Well, Gene, the Bears' offense was
Yeah.
looking pretty good, and the Packers' defense, at the beginning at least, did not really have much of a answer
Right.
to it. But I'll tell you what, I thought Aaron Rodgers, I thought his what do you call it, body language. I thought he was fired up.
Yeah.
I was like thinking, man, this is gonna be good.
Wow, it was good anyway.
Yeah.
But he was ready, sure.
And not so good. Not so good. Just a couple notes here. These are just free flowing notes, Gene. I probably should have reviewed this stuff.
Well, don't be too hard on yourself.
The Packers.
Unless you want to.
The Packers had the ball with 2 minutes left
Yeah.
at the 2-yard line,
Right.
and looked like the Packers were about to make a move, and I'm not sure if they're going to tie it or maybe go up or something like that. But nope, Quinn 3 and out,
Oh, yeah.
3 and out, and then the gave the ball right back to the Bears, and then I think the Bears had a huge run, right, and then they end up basically go up 2 touchdowns to 3.
Cohen was really good.
Yeah, he was playing pretty good.
Yeah, he was good.
And but the Packers did a Hail Mary to end the second half.
That's what I told everyone. I go, yeah, Aaron Rodgers got this incredible interception streak, and it's going to end on a play like this. That's why they don't like throwing
And it hit Adams in the hands,
could've
but
got
I think the Bears player
Yeah.
knocked it out. There's a couple of good plays by the Bears players.
They definitely had a chance, yeah.
And apparently it seemed like A-Rod tweaked his leg on that throw as well or something like that, so that kind of bothered him for the rest of the game. The Bears attempted a fake punt
Yeah.
at one time.
Yeah.
And man, I think everyone knew that fake punt was coming, right? I mean, did you know that? Like, yeah, they're probably gonna fake punt here.
I wouldn't put myself in the category of everyone knowing. No,
Yeah.
I might have been looking at.
Running right through the line. I don't know. I think I like the punter throwing the ball, or maybe even the
Right.
running back throwing the ball on that move. But it seemed like Nagy gave the Packers a window
Wow.
to get back into the game,
Yeah.
and I don't think anything. Did they score at the time? I don't know. These notes are pretty bad, but there was even a fumble at one point. The Bears fumbled, but the Packers again could not score. And there was one drive where near the end, and the announcers didn't even say that. They said the Bears defense really stopped them, but Aaron Rodgers overthrew Cobb twice in a row, and they didn't even mention that. So he did not have a great game.
And his interception streak, it came to an end on a ball that ricocheted off the.
Yeah, Jimmy Graham.
Was that who it was?
Yeah, Jimmy Graham, another
He's had
free
a
agent.
rough year.
The ball was a little behind him, yes,
Right.
but I mean, good God, you're supposed to be one of the best tight ends in the league.
Hey,
All these free agent tight ends, not tight ends, but all these free agents we're bringing, just bums.
Yeah.
People say why don't we have more free agents? This is what happens,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know?
And I like, though, that at least at the end of the game, they're down 10. They did the smart thing, kick a field goal, and then you got to get an onside kick and throw it in the end zone. At least give yourself a chance. And the Joe Philbin experiment is about to be over, if there's any doubt,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he's not going to stay.
No.
So Eddie Jackson had an interception. He also twisted his leg going
Yeah,
down.
That could have been bad.
But,
that could have been really bad for the Bears.
Yeah, but he's going to.
Yeah. Bears are good. They could, gosh.
And
they're
then
good.
Jimmy Graham couldn't hold on to another
And
ball
Trubisky
too.
didn't throw any
So.
interceptions, which is good for the Bears. If he can be decent, they could be really good. But
Yep.
I can't see him winning on the road at Saints. But maybe, I don't know. They're good.
So the Bears pretty much stomped the Green Bay Packers. Must have
Yeah.
felt really good for all the Bears
They're
fans.
division champs. They deserve it. First
Yeah.
time since 2010. They're fans, man. It's exciting.
How did that turn out?
What?
How did that turn out?
Oh, the Packers won the
Yeah, the Super
NFC title game
And the Super
in
Bowl.
Chicago.
Yeah.
And the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, too bad you don't have that happening
It's
this year.
just
But
tough, though. Now it's another year gone for Aaron Rodgers. Gosh, you're just counting down, how many more? And they got
yeah, well, look at Tom Brady. He's falling apart. So
Yeah,
you got maybe
yeah.
5 more years for
Drew
Aaron
Brees
Rodgers.
is good, though. Pretty good.
But Aaron Rodgers is taking more punishment than Tom
They
Brady
got
has,
they
for
got
sure.
they got a big
So-
offseason. Yeah.
So Chicago, NFC champions. What's the limit to this team. What's the next two games?
Yeah, they play. They're at San Francisco, and then they come home and play Minnesota. Yeah.
All right. Are you driving up to San?
No, not at Minnesota. No, I'm not. No, I'm
Levi. You're not going to Levi
Texas.
Field.
Yeah, Levi Stadium. No thanks. You've been to Santa Clara. I haven't been to that stadium.
Yeah, it's not.
They play. They might be on the. I don't know who they play. They play San Francisco next week. I know that. And then they play, I think, Minnesota final game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, not only was that a big disappointment for the Green Bay Packers. Supposedly
the opening day, they winning that game and then not leading to it. You think, gosh, you win a game like that, this should be a great year. But oh well, maybe the Bears.
That's
it. Go Bears.
So who knows? I mean, should you even play Aaron Rodgers for the rest of the year?
He wants to, but we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. What if he tears his ACL? That'd be pretty bad. He's not even available until like October next year.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk about the playoff picture in one moment, but let's talk about Minnesota, Miami.
That one.
Really quick.
I can't say I saw a lot of that one, but Kirk Cousins must have been good.
I'll tell you what, the Vikings went up really quick, scored really quick, but they looked like they were going to let Miami back into the game when they were up 21-0 because Kirk Cousins threw a pick six.
Ooh.
And Miami kind of stayed in it. And they got a big punt return, but they only got 3 out of it for the Vikings. But then eventually they kind of pulled away. And, the Vikings beat Miami. And, again, Kirk Cousins did not have a great game, even though he did throw a couple of interceptions. So, what does the playoff picture look like?
Not good for the Packers.
Packers are out.
Lions.
They're done.
Lions
See you next year.
Oh, I hope Cleveland can make it. But they got a long shot.
We'll talk about the NFC here.
Vikings good. Seattle's good still, even though they're bad loss.
I don't know. I mean, who cares, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Bears are going to be in the playoffs. Are they going to get home field advantage and then the Rams lose?
Oh, man, they could. Yeah, they could. If they get a home field, that could be tough. Yep.
All right, well, I'm trying to pull up the standings right now.
Well, the Bears are 1 game behind the Rams. I know that, I believe. Yeah. And then
all right, so we got Saints with the number 1 seed right now, Rams, then Bears.
Yeah.
I mean, what if Rams lose? I mean, I think the Rams play the Niners one more time, right? I could be wrong about that. But the Bears, I mean, if the Packers would have won, I guess this kind of defeats the purpose. But Bears would have been playing for a home field advantage, right?
Wow. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's not not in the cards. Not in the cards.
Too bad. Oh.
All right, so God, the NFL.
It's been a great year, though. It's been exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I should say, we're go back. I don't know what week we are. We go back 14 weeks.
Yeah.
And when Aaron Rodgers looked like he tore his ACL, and we were looking like the end of the. It was looking like the end of the season was over for the Packers before it even begun. It's been probably one of the worst seasons, probably.
Yeah.
To experience, but at least some of these games were competitive, and to have this team competitive on week 15.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you know.
But the Arizona game.
You got to get the silver lining, right?
Yeah, and they're gonna have a new.
Well, there's so many games. I mean, the Minnesota game. I mean, what if all those stupid penalties against Clay?
I was at a musical.
What if all those? What if all the stupid penalties against Clay Matthews hadn't gone through? I mean, how many games would have shifted over that?
Yeah.
So,
oh, man.
But that, Gene, there's 31 other teams that feel the exact same way at the end of the season.
At least there's a chance. They got to get next year, hopefully.
Yep. All right, and then Cleveland, Denver, really quick. I didn't even see this game for the most part.
I saw a little bit.
Because it's on the NFL Network. Why didn't they put this game on national TV? You got Baker Mayfield.
Right.
How about give everyone a little taste of the Bake Man?
Oh, he's awesome. He wasn't great. He's kind of inconsistent, but man, he's so fiery. I think Cleveland, they got to be very excited. I'd be excited. Oh, I love watching them. Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
I'll take him over Josh Rosen or Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's like, wow, whatever, dude. And Josh Rosen.
Baker Mayfield is ready now. He's playing now.
Yeah, he looks good. Wow.
So, Case Keenum actually had the ball to do like a 2-minute drive. But could not pull it out. Shocking. Case Keenum could not win the game for you. I think that's why Minnesota dealt him.
Yeah.
First win against Denver since 1990.
Wow.
For the Cleveland
That's
Browns.
amazing.
That's pretty astounding.
And they had some heartbreakers.
That's
in the
28
playoffs.
years, right?
Yeah.
Am I correct? Is that 20
That
years?
is correct. And they had those two times in the playoffs. They got their heart broke. That's why they haven't been in the Super Bowl. Not good.
Right. Remember, was that Bill? Oh, wait, was that
Yeah.
the drive? Right? Was that the
Yeah,
drive?
Marty Schottenheimer was the coach of the Browns. Yep.
Yep. And
And,
Elway.
Shanahan. Yep.
And
yeah,
Elway led
Elway.
him with like 54 seconds left,
Yeah.
like down the field, like at the 6-yard line or something.
Then Broncos got crushed in the Super Bowl. Those
Yep.
years.
All right, but the 49ers, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Am I correct? Or no, maybe it was the
Oh,
that was
yeah.
90, right?
Yeah, Giants 1 year.
It was the Giants, 91. Then,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
and then they got crushed like 3 times. So yeah.
All right, so Gene, you went to the Rams game
Awesome.
yesterday. What did you guys do for tickets? Did you guys scalp or did you
no,
pre-order them or
we're
what?
gonna scalp. We use StubHub, but then the StubHub
When did you
app
actually buy them?
crashed.
Oh.
So that didn't.
So
do any
were you
good.
like, listen, let me handle this, and then they were starting to get nervous when it got like to game time?
Well, we did find it. We had to turn to a scalper, and we only had 2. We're like, okay, let's just make sure my nephew, he's a big fan, gets a seat. So we got 2 seats, and then it turns out the guy, right when I was ready to hand him my money, he was gonna. I talked him down to 120. Only had 120 on me for 2 tickets, and then right when I was getting,
Wow, that's pretty good for 2 tickets.
Yeah, it was good. Right when I was giving him my money, he says, "Oh, by the way, they're not together." I go, "Son of a bitch! Why didn't you tell me that?" I go, so we had to scrap that. So we ended up buying on Ticketmaster. Yeah.
Well,
And,
I've never heard of Ticketmaster. Okay,
resell,
yeah, that's the
resell.
original Ticketmaster.
Yeah, resell. They were resell tickets. We paid with fees about $100 a ticket. So yeah, it was fine.
Oh, you should have just got that one guy's tickets for $60 a piece and just say,
Yeah.
see ya after the
But
game.
then we needed 4. So it was
Our
great.
lights turning
Yeah.
off here, but
Oh well.
so no, you were just walking around like the Coliseum, like doing all that stuff on your phone, or
Yeah, because the StubHub app wouldn't work. Oh
Wow.
my gosh, it was. So
did you take the subway to the
No,
stadium?
because I was with my sister. Oh, I would have. I'm all about the subway now.
Nope.
But I was with my
Oh,
sister and
shoot.
my nephew and niece, and I had to take them to the airport. So no, we parked like a little ways away.
Oh.
Oh, and this is great. There are undercover cops there. There's this guy who looked like Serpico, the old Bushy Bear and all this stuff, and they arrested a bunch of people. Yeah,
What doing what?
I don't know, smoking pot and whatever. Yeah, it seems like not the best use of their time, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Some
I'll go
law-abiding
over there in the
citizens
light.
just trying to pay
Yeah,
someone.
but I've never seen undercover
Were you?
cops. at
Was
the
everyone
Yankee
like
Farm.
all rushed together trying to get into the initial
Yes,
gates
it's
and all that
terrible.
stuff?
Have you been? Aren't there the gates awful?
Yeah, it's the worst position ever.
They're getting through those gates at the Coliseum. It's just there's no stadium anywhere close. So Green Bay, man, you just walk right through. They get you through. I've never seen like this.
Yeah, that's pretty
it
bad.
was bad.
All right.
But anyway, it was good.
All right. So, but you had fun and you
Yeah,
saw
and there's a
the
lot of
Eagles win.
fans. So the Rams fans, you know.
Yeah, football games are fun to watch when you're in person.
Yeah.
Was it nice to see Foles throw those darts?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't care, but my nephew is happy about it. So.
Yep. All right. So there you go. All right. Well, Gene, it may be December,
Yes.
but we're not far off from baseball.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm going
And,
to opening day in Texas.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Where are they playing the?
At the Rangers last year
Alright.
in Ranger Stadium. Then I'm going to opening day in Chicago, unless it gets snowed out again like last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Gene, you know who thought he would give his 2 cents
I bet Joe
on
Madden.
the latest news? Well, it is Joe Madden.
Oh.
And when he was asked about the Goldschmidt trade,
Oh, I don't know. What he said.
the Diamondbacks Goldschmidt trade, trading him to the Cardinals for peanuts, for literally peanuts,
Right.
Gene.
Yeah.
He said, I don't like the Diamondbacks right now at all.
Oh.
I really don't.
That was amazing. That's just like the Marlins giving Yelich to the Brewers.
Well, they didn't give him. I mean, we gave him like 4 players that have kind of been bust, but I mean,
Yeah,
we gave
I
him
don't
like 4
think
players.
anyone's made
No,
an impact
it's
yet.
more like the Marlins to Stanton to the Yankees, I would say.
Yeah, but you guys got an MVP, and gosh, this guy Paul Goldschmidt's good. So
Yeah,
oh,
he's gonna
boy.
be a
Yeah.
force here. So.
Division's gonna be tough. But I'm
Yep.
ready. Yeah.
And then, Gene, here's a feel-good story. We were talking about this earlier. CeCe Sabathia.
I was gonna say the fat man got paid, but you shouldn't say fat.
He's
the big man.
weight challenged.
Yeah, the weight challenge person.
He gave up. Now I can't remember exactly what he gave up. He had a certain amount of innings,
right?
And his bonus was going to kick in $500,000.
Yeah.
But instead of that, he beaned. What was it? A Boston player,
yeah.
or was it someone else?
Oh, yeah.
What was that? I don't think it was Boston, right?
Okay.
He beaned some player and called him the bench the B word.
Nice.
And he got
You can say bitch, can't you?
Well,
if not, then I didn't say it. Okay.
Well, Gene, I like to pretend I have a higher vocabulary than
that was on me. Then my apologies.
Than vulgar Latin, but
okay. Right.
he forego that $500,000 to back up his teammates, and no, I think it was the Rays, right? Wasn't the Devil Rays? I think so.
Yeah.
Because it was Eva Longoria, right, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
No, he's not even on the Rays anymore. But, anyways, yeah. So we were applauding him. Former Brewer, by the way, helped the Brewers get to the playoffs a long time ago. That's why we're talking about him. Well, Gene, seems like we weren't the only ones that appreciated his spirit. Because he is going to be getting that $500,000. So there you go, kids. It's okay to be dirty because if your team's got your back, you'll be okay. But by the way, can't Major League Baseball be like, oh, okay, really? We're going to fine you $500,000 then.
Wow.
For beating this guy.
Wow.
I mean, is that not something they can do?
What a message. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh boy.
All right, Gene. Well, the night is long. And the light is low.
By the way, all's going to be right in the world. Mary Poppins opens this week, so very exciting. I believe I'm going to see it.
This is like the 8th Mary Poppins, right?
No.
They remade it in the 90s, didn't they, too, as well?
No. I think this is going to be great. So, yeah, I'm going to see that with my mom. And then
is Dick Van Dyke in this one?
He is. He is in it. Julie Andrews chose not to be in it. But, yeah, Dick Van Dyke makes an appearance. He's, I think, 90 years old, but, wow, good for Dick Van Dyke. You couldn't say that back in the...
He's married to, like, a 45-year-old, right? Like a young chick?
Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what, I've never actually seen Mary Poppins.
Oh, it's such
the original
one. Oh, I believe I've actually seen... Oh, no, a couple years ago, they did that. I went to the sing-along. Oh, where they put the words on the screen. Oh, it was so great. I went by myself, and it was mostly other kids. So that was kind of odd. But, yeah, it was...
a lot of undercover cops, too, I imagine.
That one I felt a little weird.
Keeping their eyes open.
Yeah, I was up in the balcony off to the side.
All right. Well, very interesting stuff, as always. So, Gene.
Yes?
We will end it right there. Okay, so I guess we're going to have one more show before Christmas. We'll have it on Christmas Eve. Are you going to be here for Christmas Eve?
No, I will not. Actually.
Okay, so that was not going to happen. Never mind. Well,
yeah, I'll be in Texas.
Well, we can do a phone show.
Sure.
We can do a Skype show. How about that?
Yeah, why not?
We'll do that.
Skype. Yay.
All right, so... All right. The show is breaking down right now. So, all right. So for Gene Steichen, my name is Chris Stotts. It's the Midwest Sports Show. We will see you guys next week, and until then.
Yeah. Happy holidays.
Bye-bye.
The holidays. We're in the holiday season, so happy holidays.
Yeah. All right. We'll do a show on Christmas Eve.
There we go.
I'm good.
Okay,
all right.
good.
We'll see you guys next week. All right. Bye bye.
So fantastic.